If we begin in this unique way of meeting each other as one, in this place of silence, we can find the nature of our own being effortlessly. There is nothing to do, to find, or to get. We simply stop doing. So that we can meet each one of us at this level, just by the resonance of our presence. This is an opportunity to switch, to shift from the activity of creating another world in the mind to simply rest, to be present with ourselves. It's very simple. It doesn't need any doing and doesn't need any knowing. It is what it is. Welcoming whatever arises. Just for the sake of being here, of being present, and to notice what arises when I'm not doing anything. In this pause, we have a choice. We can follow that is arises in the mind, or we don't. It's not a problem with any one direction. But if we are willing and we are meeting and we are called to dedicate this time for ourselves, we can choose to stay here. The world of creation of the mind is wonderful, it's beautiful, it's amazing. Nothing wrong with it. But without connecting back to the source, back to the origin, back to the beginning, it loses its track. It becomes repetitive. It becomes predictable. It becomes known. But when we decide to refresh, to be at the source, is when we get new life, new energy. So you can allow yourself to simply be here. And be present in this moment with everything that may be arising in the mind or in the body. The same. Feelings, emotions in the body, thoughts in the mind. Allow your attention to sink in down the surface of the mind. Naturally, attention will move some time to the surface. Thoughts, activity, ideas, memories, imagining, sounds. No problem with that. But because our intention in this time is to dive deep, gently, you can move the attention down to the place where you're not going to find anything to entertain. You're only going to be able to be quiet, silent, still, without anything to do. Simply resting. Back into the unknowable place when one only can be. Here, there are no two, there is just one being. From this place, you have noticed the content of the movement of the mind. And you can take a look where the mind is most of the time in a daily basis. Is the mind confused, wanting something that's not here, disgust what's going on in the world, focusing in what doesn't have, wanting what is far away, searching to a better life? Just allow yourself to have a glimpse where the mind spends most of the time, focusing in problems and dissatisfaction in what is not right, what it should be different. Just take a quick picture of how can you, what is the flavor that in daily basis the mind bathe in, create and produce. Just for the sake of having a picture. Without entering in its story, just a quick picture with your cell phone or your mind. What I spend most of the day in the mind? Dwelling, in dissatisfaction. And now you can put aside that picture and allow your attention to fall back down to the source, to the birth of the breath and beyond, to an empty space where there is nothing or nobody. Naturally, the mind wanted to be back on the surface. Attention wanted to be back in the mind activity. You gently can bring it down. And when it's coming down, you can allow yourself to put the attention in the feelings of your heart. And allow yourself to bring an image of somebody who loves you, who care about you, who you appreciate for what have given to you, how treat you, how embrace you, how notice you, how smile to you, for any reason. Let that image to come to the feeling of your heart. And when it's clear, the reasons why she's here or he's here, allow yourself to say it in silence, to mention the name. It can be a pet. And say thank you. You can whisper their name, and simply say thank you. And you can keep your attention going deeper than the heart, all the way to the source, to the very beginning.